Good morning. My name's Michelle, and I'm with Olive and 2U Studios. I'm here now today for day 2 of our 8 Nights of Hanukkah opening. We historically have opened the packages for each day of our 8 Nights of Hanukkah and our 12 Days of Christmas, either live or previously recorded right here on our YouTube channel. And so we're back doing that again this year with our 8 Nights of Hanukkah box today. And this is the insert. This may look familiar to you. It should look familiar to you if you purchase the 8 Nights of Hanukkah box. It is literary lights. That is the theme this year. So we are taking kind of a journey through some Hanukkah sort of adjacent literature that helps to inform the holiday, or I should say reflect the holiday more so. And I am so excited about the things that I've learned through this process. And I hope that you at home are excited as well, and that you're enjoying a little bit of brain expansion as we go through these topics. Keep in mind that the QR code on your insert, if you receive the box, all you need to do is scan that. That will take you directly to a page on our website that has information for each day of the 8 Nights of Hanukkah with some supplemental material, including links if you want to investigate sort of the literature that we're exploring a little bit more in detail. All right, let's get to it. We'll go ahead and open day 2, and then we'll get started with our recap that so far will be kind of short because today is only day 2. So I've got my package here, my day 2 package, and I know that because it has the number on it right here, day 2, pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to open this. I think it's definitely yarn. I can feel the squish. And there it is. Oh gosh, it's lovely. So this is the colorway Clay and Flame. I'm going to show it to you right there. Kind of get a little bit close. The light is distorting it just a little bit. Clay and Flame is the name of this colorway. Let me take the cuff off and you can see it a little bit closer. That is delightful. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what inspired this. So day 2 is all about a sort of a famous Jewish legend, the Golem of Prague. This is sort of folklore about the Golem of Prague. And I'm going to read a little bit and then explain a little bit. So it's a folklore tale. The rabbi in the tale, Rabbi Judah Lo ben Bezalel, forms a figure from clay, bringing it to life through sacred words and the fire of intention. And this is a clay figure that he creates. The golem is a symbol of protection, resilience, and the creative force that arises when human hands shape the world with purpose. Wow. What a lesson for us, right? When we set about with purpose to sort of shape the world, the difference that it can make. So the idea in this colorway and the inspiration behind it being the Golem of Prague is that it reflects the fusion of elements, earthy clay tones warmed with the glow of the flame, and reminding of this ancient story about the power of craft, care, and intention. So in this folklore, he actually creates this figure out of clay, and then it comes to life through his prayers and through the flame. And that's just a very basic, rudimentary understanding. I will tell you that my journey through kind of learning a little bit about this folklore tale, the Golem of Prague, was very interesting. I spent probably about an hour down that rabbit hole, and I think you will enjoy learning as well. So if you do go ahead and scan your insert and go, the day 2 materials are there with a few links. Now, I want to say a couple of things about this. I do not have a Jewish heritage, and I know some of that our Yarny-Yous do. I just so happen to have a husband whose PhD is in Judaic studies, but so he knows way more than I do about all of this, but he's not always my consultant. So I'm always very careful with our 8 Nights of Hanukkah. I never want to misspeak about something, and I definitely don't want to step into sort of a political minefield. So if you know more about Judaic studies, or you happen to be Jewish and you find something in the material that I share, please know that all the material has not been like fully vetted. And I just want to make sure, I'm happy to be corrected or to learn through the process, but I just want to make sure you know that I'm not making any sort of political statements or spiritual statements. I'm simply just trying to present a little bit of personal research that I've done on these topics. And I think it's always a good idea to check out the sources and continue to sort of follow the path to see what we can learn along the way, because we really do want to be accurate as much as possible. So that said, the Golem of Prague is a very, very fascinating story, a very fascinating folktale. And from that, we have this beautiful colorway as interpreted by Terry and Sherry of Lonesome Pine Yarn Works. They did a fantastic job on this. Clay and Flame is this colorway. Okay, so let me do the recap. It's only one, but remember, I'm going to put these back in their correct bags so I don't make a mistake. And I already know that these are going to coordinate perfectly. This is the colorway from yesterday, Golden Glow, colorway from yesterday. And I'm going to take the cuff off and look at how, oops, I've got bags going everywhere. Look at how great those colorways are together. Golden Glow here, right here, and then Clay and Flame here. Beautiful, beautiful colorways that coordinate wonderfully. So I'm very excited about these. I can't wait to see where this sort of yarn journey takes us, as well as where we go with the goodies. I think you're going to like it. I want to make sure that I get the cuffs on the right yarn. That would be catastrophic if I put it on the wrong yarn and have to put it back in the correct bags. I'm curious what you do. So when you're opening these, do you just sort of put them to the side? Do you put them back in their respective bags for a little bit? I'm curious what you do. Obviously, you don't have to do a recap, but I'm doing the recap. So here they are. I actually need to take a few photos for our website as we open up the days. So I'll try to get on that today. I hope you're having a wonderful day on this second day of Hanukkah. Remember, Hanukkah begins at sundown the night before. So the second night was actually last evening, is my understanding. So, but we typically do the openings in the following day. Kim said she puts a small number on the label. That's a smart thing to do. I've never thought about that. I might take that approach, man. Thanks for the hint. So that is wonderful. So very chilly here today, again in Maine, and we have to go out today and run some errands. So I'm looking forward to being out in the cool weather, but I'm very grateful that I have a heated steering wheel, heated seats, and things to keep me in a garage to keep the car in, so it keeps it nice and toasty, and remote start. And I take advantage of all those things. I am also delighted that so many of you are excited about our 2026 8 Nights of Hanukkah and 12 Days of Christmas boxes. You all had a wonderful response yesterday. You know, both of those items are on pre-sale right now at early bird pricing for next year. And the response has been wonderful, and I'm very, very grateful for that. We did a couple things new this year. We've added additional bases. So you have 3 bases that you can choose from. You can choose from Twain, which is the Alcott minis, and then the Twain 100-gram hank that you get on the last day. Then you can choose, or you could choose from Play-Doh, which are the Hawthorne minis with the large Play-Doh 100-gram hank. Or brand new this year to the shop, period, are our new Plath minis. Those are the Plath minis that are the same fiber content as our Rawlings yarn, which is extremely popular. And you might recall that our Rawlings is a superwash merino, silk, and cashmere blend that does not contain any nylon. And some of you have been asking for us to offer mini sets in boxes like this that don't contain the nylon. And that was the impetus for us including the Plath this year with the Rawlings. So I think it was a little confusing in the listing. So I went through and updated the listing this morning to make it really clear, because I said, oh, you can choose from Twain, or you can choose from Play-Doh, or you can choose from Rawlings. And then the drop-down menu has Alcott, Hawthorne, and Plath. But I tried to explain that up in the listing, but I have made it clearer now so that it should be easier to select which base you want. The other new thing that we did this year that I'm super excited about, because we've talked about this for a number of years, and we finally went ahead and implemented it this year, was we've included the optional add-on of a coordinating project bag. So you can get your box, and then you can have the extra gift of a coordinating project bag for 2026. And some of you have chosen that. I've kind of been watching to see if those numbers are being selected, and they are. So I love that you love that idea. It definitely makes for a more robust box, and it gives you a place to keep all your goodies while you're opening them through the process. And then you've got this fantastic project bag after the fact to start your brand new project for the new year in. So I'm really excited about those offerings, and I'm kind of getting the vibe that you are too. So I love that. Anytime we introduce something new, I'm always eager to hear what you think about it. So Kim saying that she loves special bags, and clearly I think more of you do too. So that is wonderful. I'm very excited about that. All right, that's what's happening here today. I'm actually wearing, I was so delighted this morning. I went in and grabbed this sweater. This is actually a cardigan, and I don't wear cardigans very often for all kinds of reasons. I picked this up at the Iona Craft Shop the very first year that we took the Yarn to Use over to Scotland, and I've only worn it one time before, and it's that sheepy wool that I like. And so I popped this on today, and I'm loving, loving, loving my cozy cardigan today. You can see I've got those other layers on as well, but I am loving my cozy cardigan. All right, that is day 2 of our 8 Nights of Hanukkah. We'll carry on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will probably be a recorded video. I have somewhere to be tomorrow, so I intend to record that for you, but it'll be no less exciting, and we'll pop in and see what's in day 3 of our 8 Nights of Hanukkah. You can absolutely go right now. The links are down below in the show notes. If you haven't already done so, I really encourage you to not be part of the FOMO train. Go ahead and get on the happy train, get your order in for the 2026 8 Nights of Hanukkah box and or the 2026 12 Days of Christmas box. And many of you are purchasing both because you know that it behooves you to do that. I hope wherever you are, you're having a cozy, wonderful day, getting ready for the holidays, or if you're in the midst of Hanukkah, I wish the best for you. Happy holidays. And I'll see you in the Yarn to Use, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Thanks so much. See you soon.